everyone. Bill Apter here at the 2300 Arena. Used to be the ECW Arena. It's the Icons of Wrestling and Comic Book Collectors Fest, and I just ran into one of the people that changed pro wrestling forever. Half of the team of the Road Warriors. Animal, welcome to the Apter Chat.
Oh, hey, Bill. It's always great to be on an interview with you. You're one of our favorite people. You know, Hawk and I had a blast doing interviews with you
we did,
in our day.
We did some of the great interviews that I ever did was on TBS with the two of you and Precious Paul Ellering.
I think it'll go down in history with Hawk saying, "After you gerbil-faced twit."
I get that all the time. Tell us, you know, now in retrospect about those days. Did you guys know that you were going to change the business forever? Did you have any inkling?
We were just guys trying to make a living. I mean, I had a family to support. You know, we're trying to pay bills. Had no idea that 30 years later that we were still going to be hailed as the greatest tag team of all time. And it just goes to show you that we had great help along the way. You never get the success by doing things yourself. You get, you know, with us, with the Pro Wrestling Illustrated, you know, Tag Team of the Year, Tag Team of the Decade, that was a big boost for us. You're working with guys like Stan Hansen and Harley Race and Brody and Ole Anderson and Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard and Flair and those guys. We had a lot of great teachers, and we listened, and that was part of us grooming us to, you know, Kevin Sullivan, grooming the Road Warriors to what we evolved in, you know.
Yeah, it's amazing. Tell us your favorite memory or a story about Hawk.
I don't think I have a favorite one with Hawk, man. I mean, Hawk and I were like brothers.
I know that.
We've known each other since we were young kids, and we bounced in bars together. We've got hammered together. We run up and down the road together. I mean, all different things, you know. The only story that comes to mind with me was Cincinnati, Ohio. You know, Hawk had that Hawk bracelet, remember? In diamonds?
I sure do.
He got so messed up, he forgot where he put it in the hotel room. He put it up in a ceiling tile and he never found it. I said, Hawk, that was a $10,000 mistake. Right there. You know, so Hawk was innocent in that way that he would do things like that.
Unbelievable. I know that. He was a great guy. Miss him very much. And then, of course, the day that Craig Peters and I took our cameras and took you, Hawk, and Precious Paul to Central Park.
That's right, man.
For pictures.
That was a classic, man. The Road Warriors in Central Park, man. One of the most historic parks in the world. And here we are taking pictures. You remember when Hawk and I each gave that bum $100?
Yes.
The big wino sitting there, and we each gave him $100, man. You need it more than I do. And, you know,
he was very grateful. And then when we went down to the subway, I remember that. And
I just looked at a picture yesterday. Someone showed me us coming up the stairs of the subway. Remember?
Yeah. That's what I was talking about. And then, of course, there was the classic covers with the red background of Craig Peters lying on the ground with a light, so I could take pictures, horror pictures of the two of you.
That probably will go down in history as probably one of the greatest shots in wrestling. I still have people bringing that magazine to us to sign it all the time, man. It was a great pose. That pose, I think, put the Road Warriors on a different level when it comes to tag team. Because nobody did it.
You guys were scary as hell, and that made you even more scary.
Yeah, man. We became real life Superman and freaking Batman and Robin type thing, you know what I mean?
I remember. So tell everybody to wrap up what you're doing these days and where people can find you.
Well, I'm just doing appearances every weekend. I go out and I like to meet the fans. I bring my spike pads. The fans can put them on for photos. If you need to reach me, man, you can go to bookprowrestlers.com, get a hold of me, or you can go to my Joseph Michael Laurinaitis Facebook, private message me, I'll answer it. I do a lot of bookings. I do a lot of speaking engagements. I like to speak to kids in high school, kids in college, that tell them, man, don't forget your dreams, but go after your dream. You never know when it's going to come. I mean, I did that with my own son, and he made it in the NFL for 8 years, you know. So, and I go like to speak of positive motivation. You know, there's road A, road B. Don't go down Road A. I've been there. Go Road B. Yeah. It's a lot safer and better for you. So I do that. I speak at Pepsi Cola, at a lot of other places. I do a lot of major corporations. So if you're interested in anybody come in and speak, I'm your guy because I will tell you the truth and tell it like it is.
All right. So last thing, I love to do this with people on the spot. Are you ready? So tonight, it's going to be a grudge match. It was supposed to be the Road Warriors against the Anderson brothers. One Anderson is missing, and one Road Warrior is not available tonight. So the people out there want to know how you're going to defeat Ole Anderson tonight. Could you look out at the camera and tell them?
Ole Anderson, you ain't no stranger to that Road Warrior animal. I know your game. I know what you're all about. It'll take me 2 seconds, and then both Andersons will be out of the picture. If you don't believe me, watch some of our matches from the past. Oh, what a rush.
Thank you, Animal. By the way, for you fans who don't know, we may have to reveal this. You mentioned Joe Laurinaitis, that guy with the WWE.
Oh, that's my brother John.
Oh, okay. There are a lot of people out there who don't know.
John was, I think the milkman was delivering milk in our neighborhood somewhere. My brother Mark used to be with the Wrecking Crew, right?
I remember him.
Mark and I look a lot alike. John's John.
All right. Well, Animal, thank you so much. We'll see you at the matches. What a rush.